Well, welcome to our 2016 Cookie Program Troop Leader Training. This year our Cookie Program runs from February 12th through March 20th. Before we get started, our Cookie Program does promote the 5 skills, as we call them: goal setting, decision making, money management, people skills, and business ethics. These 5 skills are the hallmark and cornerstones of our Cookie Program. Just like our Girl Scouts, our council has goals. This year our sales goals is 149,625 cases. Also, we have a troop initial order goal, and this is something new that we're promoting this year. This year we would like 75% of all our total sales to be in our troop initial order, or we want our first order to come in around 112,000 cases. Our per girl average goal is 172. And this year, like last year, we would like to generate 2,500 cases of cookies that will go to our military men and women at home and abroad through our Operation Cookie Share. And last year, we did reach that 2,500 goal, and we're hoping to achieve it again this year. As you might recall, last year, we started our online cookie sales. Baby steps. Last year, we started with 160 cases sold online, and this year our goal is to move that up to 300 cases. As a troop coordinator, you will receive one each of the cookie troop envelopes, our troop coordinator guide, and then for each girl in your troop, you will receive a parent permission form, an order card, and by the way, those order cards will be picked up at the delivery site just like they were last year. You'll also receive coin envelopes, 1 per girl, and you will receive 3 receipt books per troop. And also, extra material will be available at each of our service centers. A quick look at our cookie program this year. Cookies are $4 per box, with the exception of our gluten-free trios, which are $5 per package. Troops will earn 50 cents troop profit per box sold, and also $1 per box profit for Operation Cookie Share sales. Girls will earn 23 cents per box in cookie dough once they sell at least 50 boxes of cookies, and then their cookie dough will start at box 1 from that point. And we will have 2 automatic withdrawals from our bank account. There'll be 5 opportunities to place additional troop orders. And trios have already been pre-ordered. However, we will have additional trios at your local service center right around February 5th. And troop leaders, again this year, should not accept return cookies from their parents. As far as parent and guardian responsibilities, each Girl Scout will need a signed permission form. We expect our parents to help our Girl Scouts set her goals. Parents will be picking up cookies and the order cards from your designated delivery site and your designated date and time. And also, parents will need to get the money due to you by February 26th for our first automatic ACH payment. New this year, we have our Disney World Reward Trip, and it's very exciting for us, hopefully for you too. Girl Scouts of Central Illinois will provide a 4-day, 3-night lodging at Disney World Resort. There'll also be included a 3-day hopper pass to the parks and airfare for the Girl Scouts and 1 adult chaperone. So we're very excited about our Disney trip. Also, we'll have additional recognition choices. We have a smoother and faster cookie transfer process this year in SNAP. And also this year, SNAP can process multiple price points. Those who ordered trios last year will remember they had to pay for the trios up front. Now, trios will be processed just as there are other varieties of cookies, and they don't have to be paid up front, and our Girl Scouts will earn recognitions for all trios sold. Let's begin by talking about our online programming, which is Coco and Coco Direct. At the very beginning of the program, what we want our girls to do is go to abcsmartcookies.com and register on Coco. By registering, the girls will set their goals, and this is also where the girls can set up their emails to go out to their friends and families. Okay, now those emails won't be able to be sent out until February 12th when the program begins. However, it's always good to get things ready through our Coco registration process. Volunteers should also register in Coco as well, because As a troop leader, you'll be able to not only see your Girl Scouts goals, but you'll also be able to see the Girl Scout sales as well. And again, the online programming begins the same day as our cookie program kicks off, and that's February 12th. So we have Cocoa, and then we have Cocoa Direct. Okay, Cocoa Direct, there are two types of orders in Cocoa Direct. There's the e-cart order, and this is where a customer is placing an order with the Girl Scout, and this order is the order that the girl will deliver to the customer. And we also have the online internet order. Online internet orders, this is where customers may purchase either a 6-pack, 12-pack, or 8-pack variety online if they receive an email from a Girl Scout. Okay, that's the trigger. The customer must receive an email from the Girl Scout. Online purchases are then shipped to the customer. All major credit cards are accepted. Again, shipping cost is $10.95 for a 6-pack, $15.30 for a 12-pack, and for an 8-pack sampler, it's $12.20. Right off the bat, I'll acknowledge that the shipping cost is high, but when you start comparing it to actual UPS shipping costs, if girls were actually to ship that out themselves, the prices become very comparable. So it is high, and it is for a specific target audience, which is friends and family that are not nearby, that the Girl Scout cannot actually deliver to. Cocoa will upload online girl sales directly into Snap, and of course that only happens if the girl registers with the correct troop number, and also Cocoa will upload all online troop sales as well. Since we have referenced Snap, our ordering site, there are two good reports as far as our online sales. One is called the Girl Internet Report, and that's in the Snap reports, and that reports all the online sales. And there's also what's called a Girl Balance Summary, and this includes all sales, including online sales. We also have Cocoa Mobile. This Cocoa Mobile app for iPhones can be, of course, retrieved from iTunes. Of course, these are free. And also for Android phones, we'll go to Google Play, where you can get the Cocoa Mobile app as well. Cocoa Mobile allows girls to take orders to be delivered. It also allows girls to take orders to be sent directly to customers, allows girls to review their goal status, and also allows girls to view the current recognitions that they have earned. Our cookie rallies this year are January 16th, 23rd, and 30th. Register now. You know, cookie rallies fill up pretty quick, and for information in your area, please go to the current adventure guide. We have the Troop Coordinator Guide, and the Troop Coordinator Guides we've had for 3 or 4 years, and we found that they're very useful for our troop leaders. Our Troop Coordinator Guide kind of walks you through the sale, and it provides all the information and all the important details you need about the cookie program, and really all the information that's covered in this training as well. It includes all the ordering and cookie transfer procedures, troop ordering tips, inventory control suggestions, and a whole lot more. So hang on to your Troop Coordinator Guide, keep it handy, because you'll find that it's a very useful reference guide. As far as girl participation in our Girl Scout cookie program, any Girl Scout that does not owe money to the Girl Scouts of Central Illinois and has a parent permission slip on file is welcome to participate. All parents and guardians must sign a parent permission form. This is a must. This parent permission form is useful in a lot of ways. It not only acknowledges the financial responsibility that the parent has to the orders that they place with the troop leader, but it also can be doubled as the girl's first order card. So as you see here, we have a spot where the Girl Scouts can sign on the order card, promising to follow the rules of the Girl Scout program as far as not selling early. You know, everybody knows selling early is a no-no. So this kind of brings the Girl Scouts into the fold and into the knowledge of selling early is not the right thing to do. In the center of the form, it talks about the responsibilities of the parent, and at the bottom of the form, this is where the parent can put in their initial order, and again, this can be used as like the initial order card for the troop leader. So it's a very useful and informative form. Let's take a look at the big picture of the cookie program. We have one initial order, and we have 5 planned orders besides that. We also have walk-in orders at our regional service centers. We have the Operation Cookie Share, and that's what's called a reorder. And then throughout this entire process, we have what's called troop-to-girl transfers. And it's these troop-to-girl transfers that allows the troop leader to put in a recognition order. And all of this happens at abcsnap.com. As you go to place your initial order, I'm sure the first question on your mind is, how many cookies should I order? Before we go on to our initial order suggestions for your troop, I'd like to cover a few statistics from last year. Last year we had 1,017 troops that placed initial orders. 954 of those troops not only placed an initial order, but they ordered more. Only 36 of those 1,017 troops placed an initial order and did not order more. And last year, only 28 troops, 2.7%, ordered more cookies than they sold. Last year, we had 725 troops with an initial order of over 50% of their total troop sales. In other words, if the troops sold 100 cases, their initial order was 50 cases or more. Those troops had a per girl average of 185 compared to 172 for our council average, or 7.5% more than our council average. Moreover, last year we had only 265 troops with an initial order of under 50% of their total sales. So in other words, if they sold a total of 100 cases, they ordered 49 cases or less. Their per girl average was 165, or 10.8% less than the troops that ordered 50% or more. Now this statistic is very telling. Last year we had 105 troops that did not place an initial order at all. In other words, those troops were actually mimicking an order card sale. Their per girl average was 112, or 34.8% less than our council average of 172 cases. That translates into 5 cases less per girl for those troops that did not place an initial order. Girl Scouts of Central Illinois recommends that your troop order at least 75% of last year's total sales, or at least 75% of last year's per girl average. 75% is a good balance. Low initial orders results in missed sales opportunities, and also lowers your per girl average because there's just not enough inventory to supply the demand for your customers. When troops order 75%, they don't end up with excess inventory, and girls will now have more opportunity to reach their goals. Your troop will earn more troop profit, and all in all, there'll be less work for the leaders and the parents and the girls. And in the end, customers will have more cookies in their hand, and that will provide greater customer satisfaction. Now that we have a good idea on how many cookies we want to order, we have an interactive troop order spreadsheet that provides a recommended cookie order by variety. There's 2 types of spreadsheets that we have. One is for existing troops and the other one is for new troops. The spreadsheet can be found in the cookie form section of our website at www.getyourgirlpower.org. Also, if you prefer to do things by hand, you can find the same information on page 12 of our Troop Coordinator Guide. So let's take a quick look at our spreadsheets. The first one I'd like to show you is the initial order estimate for existing troops, or for those troops that placed orders last year. First piece of information you need is the total sales you had last year, and you will gather that information from our SNAP archives, and at the bottom of this form it gives you instructions how to retrieve that information. So let's say, for example, last year you sold 1,000 boxes, and this year you had 5 girls in your troop. Once you enter that information, automatically order will be generated for you based on 75% of your sales. If you notice here on our thanks a lot, we have 4.4 cases. That 4.4, we'll need to round that up to a full case because on the initial order we have to order in full cases. So for example, we'll bump that up to 5. The cranberry thin mints will go to 2, 6 cases for our lemonades, 5 cases for shortbread, 17 cases for Thin Mints, 10 cases for peanut butter patties, 11 cases for caramel delights, and 8 cases for peanut butter sandwiches. Now we have a total of 64 cases ordered. Now, something I'd like to point out is this percentage of sales for our variety is based off of the actual percentage of sales that our council sold last year. So as a whole, we sold 7% for Thanks a Lot, 4% for Cranberry Crisp, and so on. Also at the bottom of this form, I'd like to point out the 153.6. If you order this many cases based on the number of girls you put in, your per girl average would be 153.6. Now, we have a troop bonus of $100 if your initial order is 160 per girl average or more with a minimal box order of 800 boxes. And so we're at 153.6. So, you might say that troop bonus, so you might bump up your Thin Mints to 20 cases, and now you have a per girl average of 160.8, and your troop will earn that $100 troop bonus. Now, say for example, you sold last year, but there's been some major changes in your troop. So say for example, you've gone from 5 girls in your troop to 13 girls in your troop. And so really last year's total sales doesn't make sense. So what you can do is go to last year's per girl average. So to find last year's per girl average, at the bottom of the spreadsheet, we give clear instructions on how to find that information. Again, that's from the SNAP archived reports. And say, for example, your troop had a 153 per girl average. And this year you have 13 girls in your troop. Once you enter that information, your suggested order comes up based on 75% of that 153 per girl average. And then again, you would simply put in the cases that you want to order. And once you place your order, again at the bottom, it will give you your per girl average. So then you can determine if you want to bump that up a little bit to get your $100 troop bonus. One thing I would like to say is a $100 troop bonus is nice, but in this case, I don't know if it would be worthwhile if you want to chase that $100 because you have 13 girls in your troop. Your initial order is at 118. At this point, I would not recommend you bump that up to 160 per girl average because last year your per girl average for total was 153. So you'd be well over that 75%, and it might put you at risk on having too many cookies. So now the situation has changed. You're a brand new troop, and you're just not sure how many cookies to order. Well, we can go back to last year's per girl average for each of our age groups and tell you exactly what the per girl average was for that age group. So for example, Daisies on average sold 168 boxes per girl. Brownies, for example, sold 166 boxes per girl. Juniors sold 174, and troops with multiple age groups sold on average 210 boxes per girl. Say for example, you're a new brownie troop. Brownies on average sold 166 boxes per girl. If you have 9 girls in your troop, simply put in 9 girls and your order is generated for you. This is 75% of the 166 per girl average, and it also breaks it down by varieties, and then you would simply enter your cases on this side. This example, the troop would order 95 cases of cookies, and they have a per girl average on their initial order of 126.7. So once you have determined the amount of cookies you want to order, it's time to place your initial order in SNAP, and you'll go to www.abcsnap.com, and your logon is CI Troop followed by your troop number at abcsnap.com. So for example, if your troop is 1234, your logon would be CI Troop 1234 at abcsnap.com. Your password is admin2, ADMIN2. And all the SNAP ordering and transfer procedures can be found in your troop ordering guide and online at getyourgirlpower.org. When you log on to SNAP, please update your troop profile and contact information. This is incredibly important. If there's any question about your order, we need to know how to contact you. So please, please, please update your troop profile and contact information. The initial order is due January 19th, 2016 by 11 p.m. Let's talk a little bit about cookie delivery. And cookie delivery begins on Friday, February 5th, and will run through Thursday, February 11th. Your service area coordinator will let you know of your cookie pickup location and cookie pickup time. Please bring a vehicle that's big enough for all of your cookies and help load your troops' cookies in your car. You know, our service area coordinators are volunteers just like you. A lot of cars come through those delivery sites, and it's a lot of work to load one car, let alone many vehicles. So let's get out of your car and help load your own cookies, and that would be a big benefit to our other volunteers. Ask your service area coordinator if they need help at the delivery site. So if you're free to help on the delivery day, offer your help to your service area coordinator. And as you leave, remember to pick up your order cards. After you pick up your cookies, we'll move into the planned order phase. To get additional cookies, you'll use the planned order process, and planned orders begin February 14th and run through March 13th. Planned orders are used to supply additional troop needs. Planned orders are ordered in boxes. There's 5 planned orders, 1 per week, and the first order is due Sunday, February 14th by 8 p.m. Last planned order due date is Sunday, March 13th at 8 p.m. Now, you may have some choices of where your cookies go to, and those choices will be what's called cupboards, and there'll be a drop-down box if there are additional delivery areas for you to choose from. So choose the cupboard that is closest to you or the most convenient. Girl Scouts of Central Illinois will mostly order on an as-needed basis. However, at our regional service centers, we will have extra inventory. That inventory is very dynamic and it will change. So if you want to come into our service centers and pick up cookies or do some trades, we highly recommend that you call ahead to make sure we have what you need. Planned orders that are placed on Sunday night, and you can expect to pick up those orders on Friday, whether that's at a express cupboard or a full service cupboard, and we'll talk about the difference in those two in just a second. At our service centers, if your planned order goes to our service centers, you'll be expected to pick up those planned orders by Friday 5 p.m. If they're not picked up, and if we're not notified that you won't be picking them up, they'll be used the following week, and you'll need to place an additional planned order because those orders will not be held over. We have 2 types of cookie cupboards, and cookie cupboards are locations where you go to pick up additional cookies. We have the service center or full service cupboard and the express cupboard. The service center cupboard are open February 5th through March 22nd, and the locations are our 6 regional service centers. We'll have extended hours at our service centers for cookie pickup on Friday, February 19th, 26th, and March 4th until 5 p.m. And our trefoil boutiques will be open till 5 o'clock on those days as well. Also, our Peoria Service Center will be open 9 to 1 Saturday, February 20th, 27th, and March 5th. And the trefoil boutique will only be open at the Peoria office on March 5th. Service centers are planned order delivery sites, and that would be for all the 5 planned orders. Service center cupboards will also take walk-in orders. We recommend that you call ahead. And also we will trade out cookie varieties as well. And again, call ahead to make sure we have your needs. We also have what's called the Volunteer Express Cupboards. And these express cupboards are maintained by volunteers. And these cupboards are additional locations where you can direct your planned order to go to. Those cookies will arrive on Friday at the volunteer's home, and you can expect to pick those up Friday as well. Those volunteers at the cupboards will coordinate delivery pickup times with the troops. After the troops pick up the cookies on Friday or Saturday, if the cupboard's open on Saturday, that cupboard will be closed. So there'll be no walk-in orders or no trades at that cupboard. Cupboards will be open the first 1 to 3 weeks, 5 planned order weeks. Talk a little bit about troop inventory control. Troop inventory control is having cookies in stock to maximize troop sales and at the end of the program have no leftover cookies. One of the keys to troop inventory control is not allowing parents to return cookies. So we have to make it clear to the parents up front when they accept delivery of the cookies. Those cookies are there. Only order on commitments from parents. Now, as we talked about, it's not the initial order where troops get in trouble. It's the planned orders. So, if you ask parents if they need more cookies and they don't get back to you, consider that the parent does not want any more cookies, because if you order the cookies without the parent say so, then really you're ordering cookies for yourself and they will become your responsibility. So order only on commitments from the parents, and then utilize the planned orders for additional cookie demands. Also, we want to understand that customer demand is greater during the first 2 weeks of the program, and then demand will drop. Communicate with your parents to determine outstanding troop inventory. So communicate with your parents at least on a weekly basis, sometimes on a couple, especially the first couple of weeks. Talk to them more than once a week. And also plan to use your booth sales to reduce inventory. On general, booth sales, you'll sell 2 to 4 cases an hour, sometimes more, sometimes less, and then use the number of cases per hour and multiply that times the number of hours you're going to have your booth sale, and that will give you a pretty good idea of what you'll be selling at your booth sale. And again, we have what's called troop-to-troop transfers. If you're heavy on a cookie and you need to get rid of it or need to transfer it, find a troop that needs what you have and just transfer it to the other troop. And basically what that does is transfer the financial responsibility from your troop to the troop you transfer it to. A little bit about Operation Cookie Share. Basically, you're asking the customer if they like to show their support for our military troops by purchasing a box or 5 or 6 boxes of cookies for our military men and women at home and abroad. The nice thing about Operation Cookie Share, not only do we supply cookies to our soldiers, but also your troop will earn double troop profit. You'll get $1 per box for each Operation Cookie Share sold. And also, girls can earn a cookie share patch if they sell 5 cookie shares. And Operation Cookie Share is delivered through State Farm Adopt a Soldier, our Operation Santa, and also ABC Bakers. Your Operation Cookie Share order is ordered through the reorder function on SNAP. Operation Cookie Share orders can be placed anytime after the initial order, and all Operation Cookie Share orders are due by March 21st of 2016. Again, you must use the reorder function to receive the $1 in troop profit. You will enter the order in boxes and not in cases. Cookie booth season begins this year on Friday, February 12th, 2016, which is of course the same day our cookie program begins. And again this year we have a national agreement with Walmart, and all Walmart stores are expecting Girl Scouts to be coming to their stores to line up time and dates to set up their cookie booth. We expect to have the same agreement with Sam's Club. However, at the time of this video, no solid agreement has been reached, but we fully expect to have the same agreement as last year, where you could go to your Sam's Club and set up time and dates with Sam's. Blackout dates for Walmart and Sam's would be February 9th through the 14th, which is Valentine's weekend, and Easter week, March 21st through March 27th. National Girl Scout Cookie Weekend is February 12th through the 28th, so that's going to be a really good cookie booth weekend, and we can celebrate National Girl Scout Cookie Weekend and get some additional sales to boot. This year, like last year, we will have a Bling Your Booth contest for $250. This is sponsored by GSUSA. So set up your booth, take a photo of your troop in action, and then upload the photo to the Bling Your Booth tab on the GSUSA Facebook. You'll want to include your troop number and the council and your cookie goal, and then winners will be notified by May 6, 2016. And this year, there'll be 25 winners. Entrants on the Facebook community may vote once per hour, and the most votes win. Full information can be found in the form section of our council website. The final phase of ordering is the recognition order. The last and final order that the leader will place is the recognition order, and this is the most forgotten order by our troop leaders. Recognition order must be placed for the girls to earn the recognitions if they want. If the troop has gone ahead and done their troop to girl transfers and fails to place a recognition order, GSCI will go ahead and place that order for the troop. If we run into a situation where choices need to be made by default, we always choose the cookie dough. The Girl Scouts of Central Illinois cannot place recognition order if the troop to girl transfers are not completed, because we just don't know how many cookies the girls sold without those transfers. And just FYI, if there is a late recognition order, those troops will be the last troops to receive their recognition orders. The final aspect of the recognition order is ordering the cookie share patches. And again, if the girl has 5 cookie share sales, she earns a cookie share patch. And in the recognition order field, just enter 1 and not the number of sales the girls actually made. And speaking of recognitions, with 24 boxes sold, the girl will earn a theme patch. When she sells 50 or more, cookie dough kicks in from the first box, and the girl will earn 23 cents per box. When the girl sells 100 or more boxes, an achievement bar is earned at the level that she has achieved. And at 160 boxes or more, the girl will earn a free membership and also a goal getter patch. When she sells 250 boxes or more, she can earn a $25 American Girl doll gift card, or an Amazon.com gift card, or a Walmart gift card, or $25 in cookie dough. When a girl sells 500 or more boxes of cookies, she earns a $75 gift card of her choice, or a 4-person tent, or cookie dough. And when she sells 1,000 or more boxes, she earns a $150 gift card of her choice, or a 1-person kayak, or cookie dough. And at the 1,500 level, she will earn a $350 gift card of her choice, or an iPad, or cookie dough. And new this year, at the 2,500 plus box level sold, she will earn a Disney trip. It's a 4-day, 3-night lodging at Disney World Resort. It includes a 3-day hopper pass to the parks and airfare for the Girl Scout and 1 chaperone. Just a little disclaimer here. All recognitions are cumulative except at the 2,500 box level. Girls who earn the Disney World trip will earn and keep all levels up to and including the 1,000 box level. The 1,500 box level is not included with the Disney World trip. More details can be found on our website at getyourgirlpower.org. Also this year, we will have our cookie dough recognitions in our Trefoil Boutique. These are the recognitions that the girls chose through voting online this summer, and these can be purchased only with cookie dough. One final reminder, cookie dough does expire on September 24th, 2016. Also this year, we do have the opt-out option for our cadets, seniors, and ambassadors. And the troops would be opting out of receiving all recognitions, and this also includes the free membership, and they will not receive cookie dough either. Troops will then earn 75 cents troop profit per box. However, troops will receive all earned patches. This option applies to the entire troop and not individual girls, and your troop must declare this opt-out option by January 19th, 2016. As far as finance goes, checks are written to GSCI, and the first 50% of your initial order will be ACH'd on March 1st, and your outstanding balance forms are due April 7th. The outstanding balance form is for parents that pay some or none of their cookie bill to you. Once this outstanding balance form is filled out and turned into our service center, the amount that is owed by your parent is deducted from what your troop owes, so you don't have to pay for that. We do the collections. Our second ACH is the remainder of what the balance your troop owes, and that will take place April 13th, and this has been extended 2 weeks from last year. And the last day to turn in non-sufficient funds and get reimbursed for those checks is May 31st. We do have some important paperwork again that's due to our service center by April 7th, 2016. A reminder again, outstanding balance forms are due April 7th. And if you do have an outstanding balance form, please include with that form any parent permission forms that go along with that outstanding balance, and any receipts signed by that parent. Please turn that in as well. We have a lot of good information on our website. It includes videos on how to place your troops initial order, how to place your troops recognition order. We have videos on transfers, which include troop to girl, girl to troop, and troop to troop transfers. We have ready-made girl and parent training, so you don't have to reinvent trainings for your parents. And all our forums and publications can be found on our website in the forums section of our cookie section at getyourgirlpower.org. Thank you very much for stopping in and viewing this video training, and thank you very, very much for participating in this year's cookie program. We wish you a lot of fun and a lot of success.